Hello everyone, my name is Iris Cole and I'm the founder of Healing the Divide. Many of you would have heard on the news that I've been charged with conspiring with Dr. Gibson Kwah to cheat MOH of fake vaccination certificates. The second charge was of tearing up a statement during investigations. I regret tearing the charge sheet and have submitted 4 pages of written statements of the events leading to me tearing it up. I was traumatized and mentally tormented during the investigations, and I have suffered greatly in the 15 days during remand, and I seek the public's kind understanding and forgiveness for tearing up the statements. I was always willing to be cooperative with the investigations if they were to be done objectively without any assumption of guilt or perversion of justice. Since returning from SGH and finally assigned to an investigating officer whom I respect, I have cooperated with more than 10 hours of video interviews with the police. Since my arrest, I have made a total of 3 police reports. I believe that some of these breaches affected me having a fair and just investigation, which led to the incredible stress which I experienced during these investigations. In fact, I was under so much mental and physical agony that I was hospitalized in SGH for 5 days, and I have been diagnosed with Graves' disease during the period of my remand, and I'm currently seeking medical attention. I want to thank the doctors at SGH for looking after me. I must say they were very professional and kind and really looked after my well-being. However, I must say that the police could improve their treatment of suspects like myself. They made me shit and pee next to my bed during my SGH stay and did not allow me to go to the proper toilet, declined me of even using the sink just a few steps from my bed, and did not allow me to shower originally during my stay at SGH, which led to my considerable stress. It was only when I reminded them that I am a paying patient at SGH that I was finally allowed to go to the proper toilet, given access to shower facilities, and was able to brush my teeth at the sink. All the while, of course, while being chained to the bar when I'm showering, brushing my teeth, and going to the toilet. I am innocent of the charge of cheating MOH. It is not the first time that MOH has targeted me. In November last year, MOH accused me of spreading misinformation and cited the removal of a video by YouTube as proof of me spreading misinformation. I want to state for the record that for the entire 2021, the website of Healing the Divide and everything that I have written and produced in Zoom has received 0 POFMA from the government. It was really misinformation. Then why didn't I receive a single POFMA notice? Some of you may know that Healing the Divide is a valued coalition partner of the World Council for Health. On 22nd January, I was meant to represent Singapore alongside other international doctors to present the COVID and vaccine situation in Singapore. But unfortunately, I was unable to present due to my arrest on the 21st of January. I'm also very grateful to Dr. Tess Laurie, who gave a personal statement after my arrest on behalf of the World Council for Health and vouched for me and the work that I'm doing for Singapore. Since starting Healing the Divide on August 9th last year, we have been very active in providing alternative information regarding the vaccines and the COVID situation for Singapore via our Telegram channel, as well as our website, Rumble, YouTube, and so forth. We organized many Zoom meetings involving renowned doctors locally and internationally. And we provided a platform for alternative voices in Singapore speaking up against these vaccine mandates. In mid-October last year, when the measures tightened and unvaccinated people can no longer go to the mall and dine in hawkers and coffee shops, we started a HDD support Telegram group to provide grocery packs to those who lost their jobs. We launched our Neighbours for Neighbours program and offered a listening ear, friendship, and community to those in need. We provided emotional comfort and solace for those who are suddenly displaced and disenfranchised by the sudden vaccine mandates. People found new friends and created new communities to help them to cope with the emotional and mental stresses of suddenly losing access to our beloved country, because we do not want to take an experimental gene therapy that from our research is potentially life-threatening. In December last year, we worked with Dr. Kwa's clinic to provide remote PET tests for our unvaccinated members so they can continue to go to work. We are just a client of the clinic and was doing our part to help the unvaccinated in our community. We did not do any more with the clinic to treat MOH, and of course, we will cooperate with the police in the ongoing investigations. Healing the Divide has always stood for unity, medical freedom, and compassion. We believe in the united Singapore, regardless of vaccination statuses. As a result of doing this work, I have put my immediate family under tremendous spotlight and stress. My reputation has been smeared and damaged by the local media, and I've also lost many personal friends in the process. Despite my own personal sacrifices and suffering, I do what I do because I cannot know as much as I know and do nothing about it, because millions of lives are at stake. Many have called me crazy, idealistic, foolish, and even irresponsible for doing what I'm doing. But I continue because I stand with the tens of millions of citizens globally who know the truth about this pandemic, the truth about these vaccines, and we are driven by our conscience, our desire to protect and save lives, our love for God, to speak up, make a stand, and safeguard the future of our country, because our families, our loved ones, our children, our children's children are all at stake. I'm just a simple woman. I've always been a musician and entrepreneur all my life. I am not a conspirator. I've never gone against the government, and I've always been a law-abiding citizen my entire life. The media may paint a very different story about me, but I invite you to get to know me and the work that I do, together with the tens of volunteers behind the scenes, all dedicated to providing the truth and alternative information to the people of Singapore, because we believe that only with balanced information can we heal the divide in this country. Only with science and logic can we end this pandemic forever. With this, I would like to appeal to you to support me as I now face criminal charges by the state. I told the police the only crime I'm guilty of is speaking the truth about the COVID-19 vaccinations. If there was a charge sheet for speaking the truth, I would gladly sign on it, and I don't even mind going to jail for it. But don't charge me for cheating, because I'm not a cheat. I had to face a bill of 20,000, and I'm in the process of engaging lawyers to defend myself. I hope to raise an initial fee of 100,000 for legal purposes, and I hope that you can support me with this. If the charges against me get dropped halfway, I would redirect what I have collected to other legal efforts in healing the divide for the community. Come 15 Feb, those who do not comply with taking boosters will be faced with no jab, no job. We at Healing the Divide are against this, and we are in the preparation of a judicial review of this unreasonable policy before I went into remand, and I will share with you more how you can all support this in the next video. For now, if you value the work that Healing the Divide and I have done for the community, I hope you can contribute to my legal fees so that I can mount a proper defense for myself with the help of my lawyers and legal team. I hope to stay out of jail so that I can continue doing the work of Healing the Divide and continue to share the truth and fight for freedom for Singapore. I have done everything because I love my country. I can't bear to see my fellow citizens face unfair discrimination, injuries from the vaccines, and death of their loved ones from these jabs. Millions have stood up around the world. I believe that Singapore will rise up too against these vaccine mandates, which are not good for the people. And I thank you in advance for your support. My PayNow number is 9829-1678. 9829-1678. Please feel free to support me with my legal fees. And I thank you so much for your love, your prayers, your generosity,